Hello, this is Ryan Devin with the Devin team here at Keller Williams, and this is another episode of What You Need to Know this week in Denver real estate. So today I am going to be breaking down the January 2026 Greater Metro Denver detached single family homes market and what those numbers really mean for buyers and for sellers as we are now headed into spring. So if I had to describe this market right now in a few words, those would be selective, negotiable, and very strategy driven. The market's active, but buyers are cautious, and sellers also need to be realistic. And the homes that truly check all the boxes, they're still moving quickly. So let's start with inventory. Active listings increased about 6% month over month to just over 4,400 homes on the market. And inventory is also slightly higher than this time last year. We also saw a big surge in terms of new listings, with just over 3,000 homes hitting the market in January. That's a really sharp increase from December and up more than 8% year over year. So this tells us sellers are getting ahead of the curve, knowing that the prime listing window is typically late February through mid-April. So if you're even thinking about selling this spring, now is the time to start planning because preparation matters more than ever right now. So on the buyer side, so demand picked up as we moved into the new year. Pending sales rose 3% month over month and nearly 5% compared to last year, with 2,200 homes going under contract. However, closed sales were down about 13% month over month and year over year. That's largely a timing issue since closings really reflect contracts written 30 to 45 days earlier. The takeaway here is that buyers are active, but they are very selective and they're intentional right now. Our months of inventory increased to 3.2 months worth of inventory, which gives buyers more breathing room and leverage. However, when we look at the predictive months of inventory, which again compares active listings to pending contracts, we're really sitting closer to about 2 months worth of inventory. That tells us that there are buyers ready, willing, and able to write offers, but only when the home is priced correctly, it presents well, and the seller is open to negotiation on that. So even with the increase in pending sales, prices still softened. The average close price came in at about $725,000, down slightly from last month and down just over 4% year over year. The median price dipped to $615,000, down a little over 3% compared to this time last year. Again, not a crash by any means. This is really just a healthy market correction that rewards smart pricing and good strategy. Negotiations are a major part of this market right now, with nearly 58% of homes sold below the asking price, and close to 70% of all closed transactions included some aspect of seller concessions, averaging around $12,000. Most of those concessions are likely going towards closing cost, permanent interest rate buy downs, which buyers are really strongly favoring at the moment. This is a big opportunity for buyers, and it's something sellers need to really plan for up front if they want to be and stay competitive. Homes right now are also taking a little bit longer to sell. The average days on market is now 65 days, with the median time to contract is at 49 days. That's higher than historic norms, but still very healthy. Buyers are benefiting from more time to make informed decisions. But that being said, about 17% of the homes still went under contract in 7 days or less, which tells us clearly that well-priced, well-presented homes are still moving fast. Finally, showing activity. So it jumped significantly in January. Showings were up nearly 119% from December and also higher year over year, with more than 60,000 showings scheduled. That works out to about 8 showings per listing, which is a strong signal of buyer engagement really heading into the spring market. So the bottom line right now is this. This market rewards preparation, pricing, negotiation, and skill. Whether you're buying or selling or just trying to understand your position, the details matter more than ever right now. So if you're thinking about making a move in 2026, don't guess. Reach out and let's talk through your options before the spring rush fully ramps up. So I'm Ryan Devin with the Devin team here at Keller Williams, and you can call or text me directly at 303-579-9428 or visit thedevonteam.com. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next Denver real estate market update.